guys, I fucked up. Tootsie ate all my campaign prep. Can I have an extension?
Alright.
Oh no.
We'll do pumpkin season next year. Now we're switching gears. Laura, train season begins now.
Oh fuck, I can pull train season out of my ass. Fuck, I've got notes here somewhere. I'm
Oh god, we're derailing.
I'm throwing the ball to Quinn. Quinn, it's your go. You do today.
Alright, so you're all in a tavern, and the dragon comes in to eat you.
I want to roll to get naked.
Okay.
I'm already naked. What do I have to roll?
Actually, back to space train season. We're on a space train now as well. The dragon's trying to eat you. What do you do?
Take off all my clothes. Everyone else is doing it.
Alright, everybody shut the fuck up. Since he threw up, I got my notes back. They're a little soggy, so they're gonna be hard to read, but we can get through this.
We're so in sync already. We're all getting naked and oiled up.
Well, nobody said oiled up, Austin. You took it. You made it weird.
I was pre-oiled. I don't know about you.
It was implied, at least.
Hello, everyone. We're here for another season of Dice Funk. You know what the fuck we're about. There's gonna be pumpkins or whatever. I'm Dan. I'm the GM this time. Austin's been relegated to a player. He has no control anymore. It's very scary. If I fuck up, he's homeless. Please give him $1. That way you can watch the other season. Austin, did I intro a good job? Did I do a good job?
This is the intro you've been writing for 18 months and polishing and re-editing, and you're getting all these people to look on and give you revisions, red pen, and everything. And it just says it's about pumpkins or whatever. That was I think a really hard to nail down line.
Well, see, the problem was that there's I'm colorblind. I can't read the red ink. It's basically invisible to me. They didn't consider that when they gave it to me. Yeah, this is, I guess, in a lot of ways, the horror season of Dice Funk, except the players are the horrors. I don't think we're going to introduce our characters just yet. I think that's going to happen in media res. As I said, I am Dan. You've heard me from previous seasons as a player character. I don't really have an online presence. I wasn't a content creator before, but I guess I am now. I don't know. I'll make a Patreon for you to throw me $1. But first, I'll throw it over to Austin, who you should also be giving $4 to. There
Wow,
we go. Austin, to you.
So generous. Patreon.com/Austin Yorski is how you make this show exist. If it isn't supported, it stops existing. It runs on your dreams and beliefs. Everyone in the podcasting industry has been racking their brains for years. All the brightest minds, the focus groups, the testing audiences, everyone's come together and decided the proper amount for bonus episodes is $5. But I have oppositional defiance disorder, so you can get every podcast I've ever made for only $1. It's not good business. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've made a bunch of fun shows. Spew Punk, where we mostly talk about The Gorge, which is a bad movie. I don't know why we did 250 episodes about The Gorge. That's probably not how I should pitch it, but I already did. It's too late now. We're doing a bonus campaign, season 13.5, aka New Leon, aka Courage. I'm DMing that with a rotating cast. It's really funny and fucked up. We're jacking off in the bushes over there. That's just what happened last episode. I'm sorry. Patreon.com/Austin Yorski for jacking off in the bushes of the gorge.
You're really burying the lead that it was jacking off in the bushes near a petting zoo.
I'm sorry, it got out of hand. I don't know. Oh, it was in hand, but you know what I mean. We have a lot of fun on all the podcasts. Patreon.com/Austin Yorski. I will love you personally if you support the show. And if you don't, I will be disappointed in you. I can feel it when you don't subscribe.
Aww.
I'm jumping in. Hello, I'm Laura. I'm on the internet at Laura K Buzz. You can give me money on Patreon at Laura K Buzz for the things that I make. Don't give money to those losers. Give it to me for my stuff.
Very interesting tactic you've taken here.
I mean, you can maybe give it to them too. I know you must.
Where are you jacking off in your bonus episodes, Laura?
Oh, you'll have to go listen to those to find out. I'm not giving that information away for free.
So coy.
Hey, other than Dice Funk, you can find me doing Where Everybody Has Gone Before, where I spin a random wheel of every single episode of Star Trek that has ever existed and talk about Star Trek. You can check out Control on Access, where me and Arevia talk about video game accessibility on alternating weeks. You can also just check out Accessibility, the series I do on YouTube, where I talk about video game accessibility. It's a thing you can go check out. Queer and Pleasant Strangers, Fix Your Heart or Die. There's a whole bunch of shows I do. Just Laura K Buzz, you'll find all that stuff. You can fund my addiction to creating podcasts. I make too many of them. I do too many.
We shouldn't be reinforcing your podcast addiction. We should probably try to stop you, right? As a good friend, but it's just too much fun.
You say that, but like, if I don't do podcasts, how will I be able to tell people about how Welcome to Night Vale is basically the works of David Lynch, but specifically like an arc that starts on episode 1 and ends on episode like 200 something is like particularly Lynchian, and give you like a listening list for like the 3 episode, oh, I see how this is like Lynch, that is Welcome to Night Vale. You're not gonna get that anywhere else.
We're just a bunch of neurotypical people explaining things for hours and hours. There's nothing to read into there. We're all normal.
On that note, my name is Quinn Larios, and I host a manga podcast called Weekly Manga Recap, where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other series you probably haven't heard about because they don't have anime yet. But Ichi the Witch will eventually, and you can check that out there. There is a Patreon, patreon.com/weekly manga recap. However, I don't think you should give any of us your money, actually. I think instead all of your money should be sent to the studio that makes Back for Blood so that they can make Back for Blood 2. I do believe they are gone, so I don't know who will get your money, but hopefully, if you send enough of it...
The money should be sent to the studio that makes Back for Blood, because I believe that is Turtle Rock Studios, which means I can get Evolve 2, baby!
This podcast is an Evolve ARG.
I did that for you, Dan. So do I get like advantage on my moon rolls, or what's up with that?
We'll get to that, Quinn. We'll get to that. Well, here's the thing. What is advantage for this for my moon rolls? Because not all of them are good. I don't know if you want to be rolling twice.
I was gonna say I kind of just want whatever happens on both results.
Okay. Well, get to that. God, I guess I should read the intro I wrote, huh? Man, Austin, this is scary. I'm very afraid.
I was trying to think what would be the funniest outcome for this. Obviously, one of them is just the files getting corrupted and we have to do it again. That would be very funny in how horrible it is. The other is you get so nervous that you're just stammering through the whole thing, just like, I guess it's like spooky and the moon is there, and then you just piss yourself like audibly for like a really long time.
How do you audibly piss yourself? Like, do you say like, I'm pissing myself, myself?
Well, if everybody knows, I have a very powerful set of Kegels, so it's like a fire hose.
I was gonna say some weak streams in your life, Quinn. If you don't understand how it audibly pissing.
I'm slowly trying to learn competitive Pokemon. I just found out Pokemon with Prankster get to do status moves with priority. That's so crazy.
Yeah, Prankster.
All right, that's enough Pokemon talk. I'm going to read the thing that I wrote.
Whimsicott is fucking great, right?
I love it. When I trapped someone with Encore, I never felt more powerful in my life.
I'm already back into Master Ball tier for the second season.
I need to get tips from Laura.
The only Pokemon we're allowed to talk about here is what? Gourgeist, that big one. Okay,
Lunatone.
Anyway,
Lunatone.
Come
on.
All right. Well, you got me there. All right, we got 2 Pokemon we're allowed to talk about. Anyway, I'm gonna read the thing that I wrote now. We see Arabella, a flat world of nearly unending variety, where everything, even the very firmament, was grown from the dreams of dead gods. Veritable paradises, a perfect encapsulation of their dogma made manifest. But where there are dreams, there must also be nightmares. We see Dynias, a land of eternal darkness built from the very fears of a dying age. Past the shores of bones, forests of lost souls, and bubbling swamps of blood, we see smoke rising, illuminated by the ever-present baleful light of the moon. We see our heroes, flames at their back, noble, brave crusaders of New Leon, the land of an eternal sun, as they forge onwards to home after just striking a decisive blow against the disgusting spawn of the night. But this is not their story, however it very well may be their ending. Okay. So, as I said, we see Dynias, this horrific land of unending darkness. There is a group of crusaders, of noble paladins, priests, things of this like, fleeing from a burning field as they run through the forest, attempting to get back to their home and the comfort of their son. They are split apart. A priest, a soldier, and a nun. Into the forest as they flee. Diverted through the thickets, they lose contact with each other. And something is hunting them. Who would like to go first?
I would like to go first. My name's
Okay.
Quinn again, and this is where I describe my character, Dan.
Yes, who would you like to kill?
Dan, I would like to kill that nun. There's so much religious trauma in me that I feel like there would be some catharsis in this. I need to let some of that out. There's going to be nuns in particular in my mind I'm thinking about as the scene plays out.
Yes, it's a young woman, maybe in her mid to late 20s. She's been separated, trying to get away from the burning of this field to return home as quickly as possible. Running on ahead, she does not realize she has lost her companions as she forges ever deeper into the forest, not quite sure where she's going. What harries her? What is at her heels?
Yeah, Stiorra Stitches, a Frankenfolk of the Dynass area, who is a sorcerer imbued with the energy of the evil moon, or maybe not evil, but mysterious moon that kind of covers over all of us, but also maybe has tainted her mind a little bit in some way. And she is going to, she's covered in all these long kind of stitches that keep her body sewed together. But some of them are going to start like bursting off as she starts to like kind of zero in on this nun, and blood and sort of like bits of gore are going to start erupting from her. And this is sort of like a very dark, almost oil-like blood. There's nothing natural about it. It's very necrotic in its nature, as Stiorra Stitches looks over this young nun's body, is like, ooh, what pieces of this can I take home with me?
So this woman is fleeing for her life, and over her shoulder she sees this dark figure just running through the brambles and branches unabated, as I imagine it sounds like you're maybe getting sliced up by the trees, taking absolutely no notice of it. As you're just like sort of hurling yourself after her.
Yeah.
Bone saw glinting to harvest.
This is like, I don't know, maybe she has like really good looking like calves or something, or like her pinky finger is like a little bit longer than anyone else's pinky finger ever is. So Stiorra is just seeing this like it's a collection that she needs. She's like, I have to have this piece. And yeah, her bone saw is ready to carve it off.
Bonesaw is ready?
Bone saw is ready.
All right, that's a Spider-Man roll. We're gonna need you to roll for webs. So how would you, let's get a roll here from you. What exactly would you like to do to try to catch her? Are you just trying to chase her down on foot? Are you do you want to like cast a spell to harry her?
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
I would love to cast a spell. I would like to cast the spell. Hold on, I gotta flip over my ancient journal that I carry with me in real life. The spell Ray of Sickness. So I'm going to make a ranged spell attack against her.
Crabsolutely.
Where's that number? Ooh, +8. 26, Dan.
Yeah, you get her ass.
Yeah, all right. She's going to be taking 9 damage, and then I need her to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid being poisoned.
I see. Would you like to describe your spell focus as I make this roll?
Yeah. So I believe what we decided is the spell focus is some of the stitches that keep Stiorra together are literally part of her arcane power, because it's like a magical sort of a technique that keeps everything sewn and working together at this point. So the stitches that kind of go across her body are going to glow this sort of like pale, eerie yellow as she presses her hand out, and this sort of sickly light is just going to cast over this nun and just start to poison her very insides. This nun starts vomiting all over herself in terror as you corrupt her with this magical energy, and she slips on it, scrambling to her knees as she skids into a clearing. We're going to move to someone else now.
Laura or Austin, would you like to go next, and who would you like to kill? There is a priest and a crusader left.
I gotta do priest. His name is Sir Yorski, obviously. He looks dashingly handsome, 6'4", roughly. Fucked up neckbeard situation currently, but, he's in the forest. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I'll drop a picture of the priest that I'll use for the incoming combat, I guess.
Yep, I am playing Desiree, the thri-kreen, Gloomstalker Ranger, soldier background. Just might as well read all that stuff there. Thri-kreen are anthropomorphic insects. Specifically, I have the beautiful coloration of a tarantula hawk wasp, which is neither tarantula nor hawk, but is in fact a wasp. In other words, I am a wasp lady, jumping from tree to tree, getting my bow ready. My longbow is made from the leg of a dire giant tarantula. It's the calcified exoskeleton strung with tarantula silk, because I just kill a lot of tarantulas, hence the name. I'm going to shoot this dude in the back without a word unless you stop me. Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. You can take a shot at this man and attempt to shoot him in the back. He is forging onwards, whereas the nun is terrified. This priest, zealous in his convictions and his belief in the sun, is completely unfazed by the darkness around him as he loudly recites religious incantations and dogma about the glory of the eternal sun of New Leon.
All right, this is 2 dispassionate shots from a professional soldier. I am the hand of the Overlich Koffel. There's the most powerful person in Dynias, kind of not the ruler of the Diet Terribilis, essentially just a lich made of liches. So where he tells me to go and who he tells me to kill, I just do that. Here are my rolls, 22 and 26.
Let me look at my fucking character. Yeah, you hit him.
Bring better armor, prayer boy. That's not her personality. Hold on, I gotta be careful when I make canon when I say stuff.
Nope, you said bring better armor, prayer boy.
Uh-oh.
You're sort of Ethan Wintersing it with your one-liners. You're not pulling a Leon yet. Where's everybody? Bingo.
I gotta be careful. Only 11 damage from the arrows, which I make myself. Wasps, fashion wood into paper instruments by chewing on them. But I do have poison on all my arrows. I took the poisoner feat to stop people from being resistant to it. And as people who listen to the character episode know, tarantula hawk wasp venom is one of the most painful things a person can experience. So roll a constitution save or take 2d8 poison damage and become poisoned.
Absolutely.
Oh man, we're poisoning everybody.
I'll do this.
Fear
just
season.
For you.
Get poisoned.
Crit 24.
All right. Well, the holiness in his blood, burns out the poison. He doesn't fear my dark, machinations.
Now you say this, but here is what I will say is what occurs here. You fire 2 arrows into this man, and they thud into him. And as they do, you have hurt him. This occurs. You wound this man, and he briefly cries out before wheeling around to face you. And says, "Foul spawn of the night, your blades cannot fell me, for the light is within me." He is going to essentially start backing away to try to get a read on a way to combat you, backing into a clearing.
Okay, slightly less prayers, prayer boy. Less of that.
Okay, but something you notice is that those arrows start to push out of his body and fall to the ground as he's backing away from you.
I knew I'd shoot those arrows too much. They're brittle.
You see, now we have a final character, and there is a crusader, a man in not overly fine but well used and well worn armor. He is sort of a middle ground between the fear of this nun and the zealous courage of the priest. He's walking cautiously, trying to call out to his compatriots. What is hunting him?
So This crusader hears just these thudding footsteps, and the first glimpse of what's chasing him is this shadow that looks unnaturally large. Maybe it's just a trick of the light. This large pumpkin man starts to appear from the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty big, not as big as the shadow had maybe implied. Maybe this isn't going to be such a problem. And then, in a barbarian rage, I start to grow in size. Those footsteps become larger, those strides become quicker, and he is going to need to start running, because I am very large and I am coming for him.
That sounds like an intimidation check.
Yeah, let's have a look. What's my intimidation? I'm not the most intimidating, but we'll see.
This man is alone in Diny Hess, and he's being hunted by a giant pumpkin. I will give you advantage for this.
That's good, because my first roll was not impressive. 15.
Yeah. So you come stomping out of this woods, this huge pumpkin man. Would you like to describe what he's wearing? I put a depiction based off of what you've told me about him. But if you'd like to give us a better idea, as you grow in size, you inflate and grow even larger to loom over.
What if you were being chased by Pumpkin Winston Churchill? That's kind of the vibe.
Laura, this is the scary season, not the erotic season.
Look, this is someone in an in an ill-fitting suit that somehow even expanding in size has not made this a better fitting suit. Large sort of cleaver in hand, just not even breaking a sweat as he starts to pick up speed.
A pipe made of ivory in the shape of a crescent moon dangling from your lips.
Yes.
For the audience's illumination, I have done MS Paint drawings and edits of all of the player characters. I took a picture of Winston Churchill and drew over it for
100%. That's the vibe. He's wearing the hat and everything.
Yeah. Austin is a picture of Hawkeye. I don't remember the specific.
Kate Bishop, how dare you?
Kate Bishop, there you go.
Put some respect on her name.
That I have copy and pasted a picture of a tarantula hawk's face over. And for Quinn, because I was told slightly old-fashioned clothes, I took a hippie girlfriend of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo and edited it to have stitches and be green. So that is what we have in the audience.
Right on.
Yeah.
Can't wait to kill this nun.
Yeah, so you grow to immense size to loom over this man, vines bolstering your already meaty arms, and this, without even a word, this crusader turns tail and runs into this the clearing beyond the trees, desperate to get away. You all arrive at the same time. Roll initiative.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I rolled a 16. I have something. I am playing the 2024 Ranger, so it's a little different than the old Ranger. I get I add my wisdom to initiative, for the record, if anybody cares. If you even care.
Okie dokie.
That's 7.
That's pretty cool. I got 20.
Okay, so let's see here. That's Stiorra first, then Kate Bishop, and by that I mean Desiree. The Crusaders, and then the Baron trailing up. He's a big guy. He's a little slow. You gotta give him a moment.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get there.
Stiorra, you are up. What are you going to do to these creatures? So they've sort of brought themselves into a bit of a triangular formation. The Crusader and the priest at the front, the nun hiding in the back. She's sobbing, covered in vomit. The Crusader is shaking, whereas the priest is once again hurling insults and threats, saying, "I've burned your fields, and I'll burn the rest of you come the dawn's rise."
Question, Dan. Does this nun seem like she is much of a threat right now? Have you been spookified by my magic and poisoned?
Yeah. I look. You don't know what she's capable of, but she's she looks like if she had a gun, she might shoot herself first.
Oh my god.
My main concern then is this priest who's going about doing all these things, and I think I would like to cast the spell blindness/deafness on this priest. So I
Okay.
need them to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Absolutely. I'd love to do that for you, Quinn. 12.
12 is a fail, so this priest is going to be in the middle of his grand proclamation, and suddenly he is going to go deaf, and I want that to hopefully inflict great traumatic psychic damage on him, as he can no longer hear anything that's going on in this scene. He suddenly can't hear even his own words.
It has made him louder.
Oh no! Can I choose
was-
blindness then?
Sure, you can choose to blind him instead. You blind this man. What does this look like? Do like stitches just like suddenly appear over his eyes and pull them shut?
I mean, that's way better than what I was going to say, so then yes, absolutely, that's what happens.
I feel like we're going to be deferring a lot to the horror master here this season.
Yeah, he cries out and says, "Foul wench of the night! I don't need my eyes to see the light of the sun, for it is within me!"
No one calls my friend a wench, except for me.
Far
It
out, dude.
He is blinded. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay, then Desiree, what are you gonna do?
They changed the way favored enemy works in the new edition. Now it gives me Hunter's Mark always prepared as a bonus action, so I'm going to do that, which is it gives me a bunch of stuff that's not super important except for the damage. If I hit, here come 2 more arrows. I botched in 27 as I see your beautiful spell, Stiorra, and I'm just so impressed by it that I miss horribly.
So, let me think what's going to happen here. What should be done? Because I do have to punish you for the botch because you've set this up over, 13 seasons of Dice Funk, and also I'm not gonna,
You're not going to
break
create
a-
your
break a-
own traditions. You're not going to.
Yeah, I have to hurt you. I have to hurt you.
Oh, it's
for the
gonna be
things
that
you've
kind of
done to
season,
me.
I see.
I'm keeping a cycle of violence, and what I think I'm going to do is you're going to get sacred flamed reactionarily as this occurs. So we're just gonna roll that damage, which frankly I think is could be way worse. 6 damage, but the other one hits. So roll your damage for that.
All right, here comes the normal damage, 8, and then the Hunter's Mark is an additional D6.
Yeah, you shoot an arrow dead center into this man's chest, and it thuds into him. You can see the poison creeping up through his veins and reaching towards his neck and throat, and he snaps off the arrow right in his chest and tosses it away. And points out his hand to you as he casts, Sacred Flame to damage you, screaming, "Fools! You've only revealed where you're hiding! I'll burn the lot of you!" And now it's his turn, along with the 2 Crusaders. I'll do the Crusaders first. Crusader and the Nun, that is.
Looking at my companions, like, why'd you guys get the normal ones? My guy's a freak.
Why does yours talk so much?
Yeah, the Nun is panicking and crying, and the Crusaders go, we should be leaving. Do you see how big that man is?
And I'm only getting bigger.
Let's see. Oh god. The Nun is going to cast. Ooh, this is fun.
I also like that Dan is building up the Sun interlopers as like freaky zealots, and then you're gonna skip over. You're gonna change the channel to the 13.5 bonus campaign where everyone's just a sweetheart and just a baby boy, and it's their birthday, and they're so nice.
Well, one NPC's a little rough. So first what's going to happen is the priestess is going to cast a Sanctuary, which is a bonus action. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack. The priestess is casting this on herself. She's very afraid. She's terrified.
Respect.
Oh wait, no, that's a bonus action. So then she is going to take out a crossbow and just desperately fire it at Stiorra. So crit 22.
Well, Dan, I mean, I guess you win.
So
Are you happy?
Oh wait, no, she's poisoned, right? So she has disadvantage.
Then yes.
Crit 22.
Holy shit! Screen cap. Screen cap.
I'm specifically taking her trigger finger, I guess. What is she?
Hold on. What do I want to do here? Because I feel like it's double crit, so something needs to be done. First off, let me just look up the crossbow damage. Like, it's 1d8. Okay. So first, we're gonna roll 2d8 damage.
Also very funny if I just die in the first action scene. Like, I dare to just gets fucking crossbowed in the head and dies.
Yeah. So she falls to her knees, praying, eyes up at the sky, praying to a sun and a god that is not there for her, in this, this world subsumed by darkness. She pulls a crossbow from behind her back, arms shaking, points it in your direction, and just the hair trigger goes off, and like a bolt from the blue thuds like right into your chest. Do you react to this at all? It felt like, how would I put this? You know what? I'm going to roll roll me a 1d100. Let's see how this goes. A mechanic is occurring. This is
52, Dan.
What? 52? Oh, that's bad. So there is a mechanic that's going to occur this season. Okay, I'm really regretting writing this one now.
This is how it is. Laura, you know all the seasons where we did wild magic tables and decks of no synergy and so forth, and how we didn't get exploded? We didn't blow ourselves up? Welcome to Thunderdome.
Okay, here's what occurs. So the mechanic this season is that I have a 1d100 table of moony magic, of various effects that occur when someone fucks up, is scaring someone. You want odd numbers. Even numbers are bad. And I say this because my two favorite numbers are 37 and 73, and those are the best you could possibly do, and everything else is a shit show or is a crapshoot. You have no idea what you're gonna get. The one that I got here is you don't stand a ghost of a chance.
Okay,
this is all I wrote for this. So, what I'm going to determine is occurring is that Stiorra, you are a creature built from the corpses of many different beings. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think one of them wants control of your body.
Okay.
And so, for this combat for the moment, and maybe in the future, we'll see how this goes. There is essentially your body is fighting back against you. They are going to have advantage to hit you at this point.
Oh no.
So yeah, you think you're about to dodge out of the way easily of this shot, and you feel your legs lock up and then lurch, moving you into it to take this hit, to try to distract you so you can lose control of your body. So that was the priestess's turn. Now it's going to be the crusader. He is going to go after the reedy bug woman and just try to hit her.
This guy is blinded?
No, this is the crusader. There is the priestess. The priest will be going last. He's the cool guy. He's like based in.
He's the one that kind of looks like Dan. Interesting.
Yeah. So he's just going to attempt to hit you with a big mace that is currently covered in pumpkin guts.
All right, as this guy runs forward, I'm yelling like, "Perimeter breach! We have a runner."
18.
My AC is 16, so I get bonked big style.
Yeah, so seeing that there is this horrific flesh golem, a giant pumpkin man, and a dangerous but comparatively more conventional bug woman, he's attempting to squish the bug. And he will do 1d6. 4 damage as he just, like, pure panic swings at you and clocks you in the side of the arm, trying to desperately to get you on the ground. Now it's the priest's turn. What is the priest going to do? Let's see here.
While you're thinking, I want to say I'm not defending myself well because I'm so worried about my friend Stiorra Stitches. It's important that everyone knows that these two are like siblings to me. I got their
Aw.
body parts for them to be brought, into this undeath, and I feel responsible for them. So seeing you take an arrow to the chest panics me big time.
Aw. I want to note for the record, though, Stiorra, while hurt, is almost studying the arrow in her and the body that is starting to rebel against her with almost like a scholarly curiosity. Like, she doesn't seem concerned by it, even though this is very bad for her. She just seems to be like, oh, interesting. Like, she's very fascinated by this.
Okay, this priest is going to cast. He begins, chanting more zealously once again as he casts Spirit Guardians. You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit in a distance of 15 feet for the duration. They appear angelic or fey. I think that the form of this are the like the classic medieval sun depiction. Where it's kind of like smiling uncomfortably. There is now a number of these floating suns around them. When you cast a spell, you designate any number of creatures you see to be unaffected by it, obviously his team members. And when creatures enter the area for the first time or start their turn there, they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage, or 3d8 necrotic damage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so essentially, he is running up to you, Baron, because you are the biggest thing here, and thus he must kill you. I'm going to need a saving throw. This is a wisdom save.
A wisdom. Okay. Alright, what is my wisdom? Let's scroll up and find it. Oh, I'm not that wise. 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't save as these radiant suns start bashing into you repeatedly, and you take 3d8. Only 5 damage. And as he, sizes you up, saying, "I've destroyed your fields, and now I'll destroy you as well." And it is your turn.
Oh, I think you're going to regret that. I'm going to do one of the things that I get to do when I go into a rage, which is I can infuse a weapon I'm holding with one of the following damage types. I could do acid, cold, fire, thunder, lightning. I think fire would be fun. Fire's fun. It's got a real pitchforks and torches vibe. So my weapon starts to emit flame. It doesn't matter if you run. And I am going to throw my blade at the Crusader. Let's see if I hit. Oh, 10?
No, a 10 does not hit. So, you throw your huge cleaver, and it wheels end over end, and he manages to... Actually, well, hold on. He is blind currently. Blindness, I think, only gives a what? It's a benefit to hitting. Is that correct? It doesn't do anything to their defense?
I need to... I don't know the status condition off the top of my head. I just wanted to cast it to make him go insane.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Roll again.
Oh, well,
See?
that's good. 20. There we go.
I want to
Perfect.
give shoot finger guns over to the Baron.
Absolutely. So roll that damage.
Okay, so we do this plus this for rage. 16 damage.
How much of that is fire damage?
Two of that is fire damage. It's only 2 of it, unfortunately.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
20.
Okay. So you're looking at this insane person in front of you, and you have hit him, you have hurt him. But what is interesting is that while you did not burn him nearly as badly as you would have hoped, it is even less than you would have expected.
Interesting. Then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna magically summon my weapon back to my hand, which I can do. That's just a thing I get to do.
What does that look like? Does it just reappear, or does it come like hurling back like Thor? Or because you're a big pumpkin, is it maybe like you're not even summoning it back? It's just connected by a vine, and you just whip it back into your hand?
Oh yeah, no, I like that. I think that's probably the flavor.
Okay.
And once it's back in my hand, I'm going to use a bonus action to try changing the element to see, is that what's going on here? So I'm going to change that to lightning. It is now a lightning infused cleaver.
Okay, Stiorra, it is your turn.
Stiorra is going to turn to Desiree and say, were any of these ones you were looking to use?
I'll say this big boy has a nice spacious abdomen. I think I could get in there, make some changes. I think I could get silly in this guy. I don't need the other two though.
Looks like prime real estate, that one.
I am going to cast the spell Sacred Flame then. This is something I get as a lunar sorcerer. I can actually cast this twice as long as I'm targeting two different people. So I will target the priest and then the nun. Though I do believe I have to make a roll for the nun.
Yes, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
How does an 18 do?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on both of them, and I'm going to need them both to make me dexterity saving throws. DC 16.
Okie dokie. I believe they're both kind of bad at this, is the thing.
That's good for me, then. And really for all of us, Dan, when you think about it.
This is the priest. Oh wait, no, you're attacking the priest or the crusader, just the guy in the armor.
The priest and then the nun. Because
nun,
big,
okay.
I assume the big guy meant the crusader, correct? Austin?
Yep, that's who I meant.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So they both fail.
Okay, they will both take 8, I believe it's radiant damage.
All right, so let me look here, just double check this. Yeah, this nun is very much on her last legs. As you know, you scorch her with the light of the moon above. She's once again horrifically terrified, sobbing, vomiting all over herself as she's trying to reload this crossbow desperately. I actually need to make 3 concentration checks. 1d20 plus. What was the priest's?
Can I kneel down to this nun who is crying, vomiting, freaking the heck out, and I want to say, don't be worried. I'm going to repurpose you. You're not going to go to waste.
I don't want to be repurposed.
She says this legitimately as though she were like a bedside nurse, as though this were like don't worry, like God will be on the other side. She's like, don't worry. You're not going to go to waste.
Okay, so Sanctuary is gone, and so are the Spirit Guardians. So they've failed their concentration checks. All right, is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
right.
I guess I start taking my bone saw out in preparation to start sawing this woman's body apart.
She's like, mechanically she's not backing away, but she's like backwards crab crawling on her hands and trying to scoot away.
You say you don't approve, but the paperwork will say otherwise.
Desiree, there is a nearly dead nun. I believe the Crusader has also been harmed, but is not nearly as bad, and the priest is still looking pretty solid.
Yeah, I unfortunately used my hunter's mark on the priest, so I'm going to continue there, even if it's probably suboptimal. I am going to I have a feat called Sharpshooter, which has a couple of different things for me as a ranger. I can bypass enemy cover. I have no disadvantage for firing at the longest extent of my range. And I can fire while in melee combat with no disadvantage. So even though this Crusader is up in my grill, I do like a cool move where I prop my bow up on his shoulder, like it's a helping me steady my aim just to troll him as I let loose 2 shots at the guy I've already hunter's marked, 23 and 20.
So, you fire the arrows into this priest, and he is bleeding for all over the place from his wounds at this point. And you see the tips of these arrows. What are you fletching them with? I guess are you still using like crow feathers? Maybe it feels like an appropriate spooky type bird.
Yeah, so she's making all her stuff custom in the woods. Yeah, whatever she can find, feathers and parts of big tarantulas usually, because that's her ecological niche. Although she doesn't eat them. Very important. Tarantula hawk wasps can only eat nectar because of the way their mouth is designed. It's a long story. So she's not eating any of these guys, just making them into arrows.
Did you sum up evolution as a long story?
Is it not?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of accurate. So the ends of these arrows, the feathers, which I believe would probably be the quickest to go, start smoking and catching fire.
Oh, nice. Yo, this guy's full of sun shit. Watch out.
Okay. So this priest, he can tell that he is on his last legs. How long does the blindness last, Quinn? Was that
for a minute, so 10 rounds.
Okay. So he's sort of like not looking around, but he's like moving his head over the battlefield. He can hear this nun sobbing, and this the crusader essentially desperately trying to hammer down the horrendous bug creature that has shot him multiple times, and he is going. I'm going to have him attempt something here. Let's see, who is he going to go for? Give me a stealth check, Desiree.
Ooh, I think I have advantages on this as a Gloomstalker, or at least some sort of bonus and something here. I could double check, but I feel like I do have something. My stealth is... I was buying time, could you tell? +4. 10, average.
Okay, so I'm going to give this a perception check. He
automatically fails any perception check if it uses sight.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, he is. Okay, how do I want to put this then? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to have his bonus here, and I'm going to give him disadvantage. Okay. To attempt to do this, to see if he can hear where you are. So he crit the first one and got 19 on the second.
These guys are really committed to killing us. This sun really drives the conviction up in these people. It's kind of admirable in a way.
I think they just want it more. I think they might be driven voracious fairy.
Here's what's going to happen. His head turns towards you slowly, Desiree. And you see the stitches in his eyes start to burn away. And as he proclaims loudly, "I've told you before, the light is within me." And he starts to run towards you as the stitches in his eyes burn away, and his eyes open, and then they start to run down his face, melting. As they are backlit by this internal radiance. The very arrow shafts in his body combust as he is going to suicide bomb you with a fireball.
Yeah, when he says the fire is inside him, I'm saying I'm gonna put a grub inside you, buddy.
So this is going to be. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you.
All right. I have good at that as a ranger, so... Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I always jinx myself. 24!
Okay, you save, so you're only going to take, I believe, half damage from this, unless you have evasion. I will roll for the Crusader, who is also going to be exploded by this.
Oops. I would never do this to you two.
15. What was his saving throw here? Let me see. Okay, he fails. So this is going to be 26 damage. So you take half of this, obviously, But he hurls himself at you, melting eyes streaming down his face, an insane grin as he immolates from within in a giant explosion, instantly charring the Crusader as well, killing him, leaving only the nun alive. Effectively, combat is over.
Oh, okay. I look at my two compatriots and I go, okay, so what did we learn? Tactically, bad move. We're not going to do that. Pointing at the charred corpses.
Resistance to fire, which I assume is probably something to do with the sunlight thing. That's made of fire, I suppose. We should probably try out the lightning. Miss, are you, how resistant to lightning are you?
So she is. This nun is looking at you. The three of you, like head, like eyes completely dilated wide, like bouncing between the three of you. And she's just gonna try to run. Like she's immediately just bolting.
Well, that's great because I can throw my weapon.
Okay, if it looks like the Baron is about winding up to throw the weapon, I would like to roll intimidation to get her to stop, pointing at, my arrow, knocking one, and just pointing it right at her face and saying, "Stop it, son cuck."
No, keep running.
Jesus. Stiorra, would you like to do anything here? This was your,
I would love to, but I think Stiorra is actually very curious about the fact that her body betrayed her, and I think she really is going to try to figure out exactly what part of her is trying to take over the rest of her body.
Okay. So we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So you want to make a intimidation to get her to stay with you, Desiree.
I rolled a 6, so I'm like covered in soot. I'm not looking good.
It's the Scooby-Doo. The legs aren't even visible at this point. They're just that circle they draw.
In that case, does a 14 hit them?
Absolutely. Damn
it.
Lethal or non-lethal? What happens here?
Lethal.
Okay.
If I do lethal, can I still tell whether lightning was effective or not? Or do I need it to be non-lethal so that I can get some data out of this?
This is a lady. You're throwing a big sword at a lady.
Yeah, but I need to know if she resists it the way that the fire was resisted.
Yeah, Laura's saying she wants to shoot lightning at the dead body and see if it's effective.
Yeah.
You shoot. Okay. Here, you know what? Here's what happens. You bisect her laterally, down the middle. I think you throw it, and it cleaves the top of her in half, and then on the way back, it comes back the other way and gets the lower half of her to get the rest. And it seemed pretty effective. There's some burn marks there, but it also might be that you cut her in half.
Okay, look, it could be the blade, but I'm going to go working theory. They resist fire because the sun is made of fire.
This is like a slasher movie opening where when the body is cut clean in half, the name of the movie pops out and hits the screen in 3D.
Tiny ass.
God damn it, Baron. I was trying to get information from her.
Well, so was I. I was trying to get information. Do they resist everything or just fire?
I'm gonna roll your ass out of here, bitch.
Also, she was running away, and it's not like she stopped to give you the information. If she'd stopped, I wouldn't have thrown it, but she was going to take the information away with her, so I thought I might as well learn something.
Mm-hmm. So, a couple things here. First, Stiorra, you were trying to investigate which of your body parts is actively rebelling against you, right?
Correct.
Give me a medicine check.
That's a good thing I'm scored high in, because my character is wearing a doctor's coat and believes herself to be a doctor. She has no medical degree, but she sews body parts together, and that's basically the same thing. 11.
So you're not entirely sure, but you do know it's something on your lower body at the moment, because that's what locked up earlier, trying to get you to get hit.
Stitches, stop exploring your body over there.
The crotch rebels.
Hey, is the nun's legs, are they still together? Can I get those? I may need those down the line.
Yes, we got a pretty good chop at the waist, so the legs are pretty sort of ready to go.
Yeah, Stiorra's gonna go over and start bundling up these legs with the idea that maybe she can, if she can't repurpose them for herself, there might be some value in trading this to someone else along the way.
Absolutely. So you take out your bone saw and start, hacking this woman to pieces. This is relatively routine for you. I won't make you roll for it in this moment. But this pops up another tutorial mechanic screen. In this season, a big thing will be what you do with the people you potentially kill or don't kill in terms of vis-a-vis body parts. As we've established, there are flesh golems here like Stiorra, and a number of other characters that desire corpses to either complete their life cycle, make physical changes to themselves, or a variety of other things. At this point, you're able to steal her legs and take them for yourself. That said, earlier in this recording, I referenced a burning field. The reason you three were out here was that you had been given a report that there had been attacks being conducted on harvestkin, like the Baron, pumpkin-headed people whose bodies are parasitized from the corpses of the dead and, grown into a new creature, had been burning their fields. And you tracked them down to these three. Is there anything you'd like to discuss about this or investigate?
So I want to roll a hit dice. After that, I'm chewing up, medicinal herbs from my ranger's, little pack there. I made it out of chewed up stuff like a wasp's nest, like their paper nest. That's where she keeps all of her stuff. And so
Her rolling papers?
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to narrativize too much that she's like sticking, chewed up leaves into where she got bonked by the Crusader, but I'm healing up, so that's what she's doing.
Can I start investigating by like rooting through people's pockets for any kind of sign of like who they were, who sent them, any of this kind of thing?
Yeah.
I don't actually have a good enough number in that, but yes, I'll try.
Right. 4.
8.
I'll find nothing of use.
8. So a 4 and an 8. The party fails. You're looking over these bodies, trying to figure out a reason why they may have done this. And you aren't really able to get, any specifics off of them. Sadly, it seems like there were some papers with them, but they were incinerated in the suicide bombing of the priest. Is there anything you'd like to do with their bodies?
Was there anything particularly special about their bodies? Like, were they any unique races, or were these all just boring humans?
These were just humans.
Stupid. Did they have any, like, cool deformities or, like, huge heads or anything like that?
Any cool... Give me a medicine check to see if you find anything interesting in their bodies.
So Stiorra, as a Frankenstein, aka a golem, you're working with the Reanimators Guild, is I believe the name of that faction. So you need body parts, and as a harvestkin, the Baron can help use dead bodies to make more. I need live people, so this is nothing to me.
Yeah, 23 for medicine.
Okay, let's see. I think you start poking around. Probably the most interesting person would be the priest who has incinerated himself. And obviously he's pretty heavily damaged, right? Mm-hmm. But you are able you do find at least some scientific interest in his melted eyes. And you're able to sort of like collect that into a vial. And your Frankenfolk instinct tells you that you might be able to do something interesting with this later on.
I'm adding melted eyes in vial to inventory.
I think what I would do as a ranger, scout the area to see like their ingress and egress, like how they got over the border, if they left any traps, if there's any reinforcements, any of that stuff. That's kind of my speciality. So 15 for survival.
So these were not subtle people at all. They were able to essentially, they just crossed. There's no like real border defenses, right? Besides the natural like dangers of the environment, the people living within it. And you get the impression, just looking over things, that probably the priest leading them was doing some heavy lifting, murdering anyone he came across on the warpath, and you got him right at the tail end and managed to kill him before he was able to get back to safety. But nothing like no specific traps are left. They do not seem subtle enough for this sort of action. Although you in like sort of tracking where they had been in these incidents, they had been staying very close to the border of Dynias and New Leon. I would need maybe like an insight roll to know why.
I would love to do that. I'm also pretty good at insight. I will say that the border between Dynias and New Leon are very important. That's like the sun worshiper on one side, moon worshiper on the other. We've never explicitly discussed how much border there is. I it could be anything from like 10,000 miles of like wilderness to like 2 checkpoints that we're being lazy about. So I'm curious if we're gonna ever specify anything there. I rolled an 11.
Yeah. If anyone else wants to help, they can roll as well.
I'm sorry, which roll was this?
Insight.
Insight.
I can try.
I can give it a shot.
8.
6.
11, 8, and 6. Yeah, you guys just aren't really sure what these guys were doing here, or at least why they were sticking close.
I don't understand all these fleshy ones. It's baffling.
I want to establish that Stiorra is viewing the melted eyeballs in a vial, and she as a lens almost to view the moon through, and is marveling at it.
Yeah, I try to put my mind to the question of what these people were thinking, and all I can do is turn to my party members and say, "Ooh, look at me! I'm a sun worshiper. I blew myself up. I'm a big dumb fucking idiot." So that's my insight.
He was a big dumb fucking idiot. Yes.
Ooh, I ran away and got cut in half.
But we still have his eyes.
They did run away and get cut in half.
Oh, Stitches, dear, are you okay? Do you want me to look at your boo-boo?
Stiorra's gonna look down at the arrow that's still going through it. She's like, "Oh yeah, nah, I think we're okay for right now. Sorry about your dude though. You weren't able to impregnate him."
Whoa, that's such a mammalian word. No, I wasn't able to give my grub a home, unfortunately. But I don't know. These people were kind of losers anyway. I need at least like an orc or a troll or something. Humans?
Now, this is an important, I guess, character trait. Not Stiorra. Desiree, you want to put your baby grubs inside of strong hosts because you are a tarantula hawk, and that's what tarantula hawks do.
It's normal to her. This is so deeply important. She's not weird. This is absolutely regular.
Now, here's my question. You referenced sort of the grub being available here. Is it like in your bag? Is this a character? Is it like, playing on the Switch while you're killing people? Is that what's happening? Is it watching Coco Melon?
It's playing
What's
Pokemon
this like?
in full circle to our conversation from earlier.
That would be very cute, but no, I think the way that the reproduction works is when I sting a host, then I lay the parasite inside of them, and I don't need to be fertilized. It actually changes the gender of the resulting baby, whether or not I've been with a man recently, and she's tried that. It's whatever. She doesn't really care about that anymore. So she can be a parent all on her own without a second person involved. So fun wasp facts for you.
Austin looking for ways he can impregnate the most amount of people without having an outside source to tie himself down to.
It's not a breeding fetish. I'm a normal wasp.
Okay, so there's no little grub sticking his head out at the moment. We can get back to this in the future.
We'll do some Baby Yoda shit eventually. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the scene, or will you be heading back to what I'm going to just call Dynias City? I don't think the inhabitants of this, this world or this country, I guess I could call it, are particularly great at naming things. And
Pumpkintopia.
Yeah, well,
all in favor. Pumpkintopia.
Well, it's more of a metropolitan conglomerate of all the different factions there. It's like the biggest, grouping of sentient beings in Dynias, and they've just taken to calling.
City. This is Pumpkin Town.
All right. Well, you're gonna get in some racial conflicts if you just start doing that.
Yeah. So you're the pumpkin person, Baron. Can I say that? Can I call it Pumpkin City, or is that weird?
I can call it Pumpkin City. You're on thin ice.
I got the pumpkin pass.
Yeah, I think we should be headed back.
You can go to Pumpkin Town if you do so lovingly. If you're disparaging it, not so much.
Okay, so I will give you guys a choice here. I have a method of transport for you prepared. Or you can...
Is it some kind of little freak?
I mean, kinda. Or if you have some sort of interest or idea that you want to, put forth as here's how we're getting around, large distances in New Leon, feel free to suggest something. For example, in Dynias, rather, in New Leon, they're riding really fast ants. My gut instinct is that you should all be riding the same thing in this case instead of like, what is it, like a singular mount, some sort of vehicle.
Big pumpkin carriage.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say, what if we all laid down and spiders just like skittered across underneath us, and like that was our transportation? We just lay down like we're dying, like we're dead, and that just moves us across the ground.
I think that would make me too horny. I feel like you're saying, like, what if I was carried around by like heaving tits? That's like my whole thing. You can't do that to me, Quinn.
One moment. So you said sort of an activation code word here, which is a carriage. And I will be pulling up an image here in a moment. Hold on.
I don't know why he pretended like he wasn't ready to hit us with the carriage. He's like, oh, if you have an idea, that's fine.
I was giving you guys an option to customize things to your liking. God!
My liking is your imagination, Dan.
Aw.
All right, you're being carried by a BBW Latino.
Hell yeah!
So one of you can choose which who's carrying this item, but you have a small bell to summon forth a black coach, which is I think this is tied to actual myth. I'm using a picture from Age of Sigmar here. It summons forth this sort of the undead ethereal carriage crewed by. What you see is just a person, or the outline of like a human being, wearing, or maybe not even a human being, wearing a tattered coat, a hat, carrying a riding crop, and by carrying, I mean floating there in the air. You see no physicality to them, and it gestures, and the door to this carriage opens to allow you in. You basically have a driver. This thing does not speak, and it only really reacts to being told where to go.
I do feel like it would be very fitting if the Baron has this, because this feels like a very Baron-coded thing to have like a horse and carriage on call, basically.
I like that. I
good.
like that a lot. For flavor,
It's a big pumpkin, like Cinderella.
this driver does not speak, so I think anytime that the Baron addresses them, he just throws out a different name, because he assumes he knew the name at some point but forgot it, and it's not worth asking the help what their name is. So it's sort of oh yes, Greg, was it? Thank you.
Dan said it's something from mythology. For the record, it's the Costa Boer from Irish mythology.
What it is my manservant. Get over here. Pull up over to the side.
Yes. So it slowly gestures to the door, which then opens up. It sort of materialized out of mist as you rang this bell, with like the whinny of these ghostly undead horses pulling it as it strolls up. I will say, this is not sort of like a catch-all. You can't summon it anywhere, and this thing will not protect you. It is bound to only drive you places. Beyond
You can't summon fast travel when enemies are nearby.
Yeah.
We get it.
It does not care for your existence. You can, if you guys want to like find out more about this, you can make any rules you want. If not, they will take you to the city.
The Baron explicitly wishes to know nothing more about it. He boards and says, "Thank you, Frederick." This is probably it.
Can I do an Arcana check to know more about Fred? I wanna
Sure.
become his best friend.
Sure.
I have a -2 in intelligence.
11.
My lowest score. We're not saying all of our numbers out loud. It's important that everyone knows Desiree is a like meathead soldier. She's like a bone-headed lunk. She doesn't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, so you're not familiar with like this specific, creature, right? But you do know that in Dynias, a lot of times, if something dies there, it's going to get weird. So it is your inkling that this is probably the remnants of someone who attempted to travel through Dynias and has been in some way cursed to serve whoever rings the bell.
Come on, come on, everyone, don't keep old Jason waiting.
What it is, Jason?
Thank you for the ride, Jason.
I'm trying to dap Jason up.
He has like no hands, so you're just kind of waving at air.
Keep it cool, Jason. Nice. No hands. Love it.
I'm gonna sit down in the carriage and immediately go ow from like sitting back at the arrow in my chest, like twitching.
Oh, sweet Stitches. Let me get that for you.
No, it's fine. I'll go back and I'll see Mom and she'll help me out with it. It's all groovy.
Your mom's going to be pissed if I let you come home with an arrow in your chest. Medicine, I'm not asking for permission. I'm taking it out. 10.
Sure, you're able to take the arrow. I think you just grab it and yank. I think that's what happens here.
See? The moon guided me.
The moon's great like that. And Stiorra is going to like start sitting, like looking out the window towards the moon, like her head in her hands. Like she's like, like she's like a Disney princess.
Introducing another mechanic, the moon changes. In this case, currently, it is in what you might can think of as like a neutral state. It is just a perfect sphere in the sky, probably the most similar to our moon at the moment. And it is hanging there eternally, lighting your way back home as you pass the fields that have now been put out from the fire. And see the large city looming on the horizon. You enter it. It is a bustling but chaotic place. The architecture is not consistent. It's in some places cobbled together from whatever was on hand, and even the more like complete buildings don't really have any like consistent architectural theme to them. They seem to have almost been taken from places around the world and dropped here. Various beings scuttle throughout the streets from ghouls, zombies. There are even a few humans walking by. The most common, I think you could say, normal quote-unquote race you see are bugbears. But any variety of creature that crawls or lurks in the night can be found here. You pass by stalls of people selling body parts, and they call out to you. You people are recognized. You're important members of this society who have been sort of elevated to deal with issues within Dynias. Dynias is a very, how should I put this, contentious place. We've referenced Stiorra being a member of the Reanimators Guild. The Baron is a member of the Midnight Harvest, and these factions often do not get along. But there are problems like people attacking and destroying attacking and destroying settlements in Dynias, like you dealt with today, that affect everyone. So you have been elevated to this sort of I guess how could you put it? Secret police type position to deal with things.
Not so secret if they all know who we are, is it? Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. You're the CIA. You can do what you want. You have a piece of paper that says I choose what I do. And they call out to you trying to get you to buy their wares or offering you a discount that's probably not discounted as you head towards the Diet Terribilis, the horrendous leading body of Dynias. And by that I mean you could almost think of it as like a meeting of CEOs almost. The various movers and shakers of this this world that get together to argue and yell at each other and hash out what needs to be done and who's going to do what within this country without getting each other immediately killed or retaliated against. And this is held within the largest single residence within the city, a massive mansion that, again, like other things here, moldering, conglomerated from different parts, that is known to move around. But it is currently settled in the city itself as these meetings are going on. And as you approach the rusted wrought iron gates of this facility, someone is out there waiting for you.
Oh god, I hope it's not a member of the werewolf caucus. I I had an affair with that guy's wife.
No, they're inside. I have a picture for them later.
Okay.
You see a halfling ghoul, who, as you pull up, this ghoul opens the door to your carriage and says, "They're waiting inside for you. You've taken so long."
I'm sorry, Jason too. Everyone is Jason to me, I guess.
This is, well, actually, you know who this is. Quite intimately, Desiree.
Is it Jason
This
too?
is-
Ooh, intimately.
Yeah, it's Jason too. This is Carlo, the assistant to the Koffel.
Oh. Now I have to take really good notes, or I'm gonna feel like a real asshole for all the times I'm like, how didn't you remember that? I told you already.
Assistant to the who?
Koffel, the lich, who's my boss.
Yeah. So, as referenced earlier, Desiree works for I wouldn't say hive mind, a conglomerate being. This ancient lich, who is essentially like a repository of knowledge within Dynias. It is the oldest being to reside in this land that is known to like still be alive or able to be interacted with in like a consistent way. Like it's a person you can talk to, right? And if Desiree is, like if Desiree is its arm in the world, Carlo is like its administrative assistant. Just to clarify, in case I misspeak, the pronouns for it are its. It does not consider itself a person, like we might. And what it functionally is, it is a being that has taken a number of liches over the course of eons, potentially, and melted them down into itself as a singular being. It has no real interest in the actual politics of Dynias. It only functionally cares about Dynias's continued existence and, by extension, its own existence. And Carlo is essentially currently admonishing you for taking so long. Inside, they are arguing about this situation. It's getting worse.
I had to do a thorough job, Carlo. You know me. I'm just giving him my report. I'm a very professional soldier when it comes to matters of the lich, the overlich, Koffel, because he's the reason I'm allowed to go around doing whatever I want. So I got to protect that relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he takes your hand as you're coming down off the carriage. He's a very professional undead butler, and does the same for the rest of you. Stiorra, Baron, this way. I believe they're finishing up soon. And he leads you inside the winding halls of this estate, which you would know quite intimately, Desiree. You've never taken the same path through this place.
Yeah, House of Leaves, baby.
Every time you enter it, it looks different, and the layout is different. And they lead you into an area that is, those old surgical auditoriums?
Oh, yeah.
Where, it's like a circular room with, a number of seats, and then like a staging area where something like an operation is being performed. You're led into this sort of meeting room where these discussions are being held, and the various leaders of Dynias society are there shouting over each other.
When we enter the operating theater, can I roll perception to see if there are any glass vials in here?
Sure.
7. Damn, I didn't find any Zydrate.
Okay, you're not able to find any Zydrate. That's unfortunate.
Have you checked in the little glass vials?
I did. Baron, I checked for little glass vials.
In the center of this room is a gigantic skull. And as this arguing continues unabated and does not seem to be getting anywhere, finally, this skull opens up, revealing mountains of bones within. In Hindu depictions of gods, they have like many arms, right? Within it is a being comprised of hundreds of skeletons, each of arm posed perfectly in perfect symmetry, almost like a fractal being that continues out past where it should be, repeating over and over until it finally terminates with the tiniest shards of bones. And with a voice like the grave, silence falls over this room as it speaks out.
Fear unites us and the Helionites in an unending struggle. Ravaged by the inherent weakness of their son, they will never know peace. Eternally they will crusade into our darkness. Extinction is the only end Dynias or New Leon will face. Until darkness blankets New Leon, we must remain vigilant. Stand against the rising of the sun and remind them why they fear the night.
And with that, this hush that has sort of fallen over the room starts to abate, and people begin to filter out. Essentially, it's understood that the Koffel has grown tired of the arguing over what to do about these incursions, and has basically stated his opinion of kill them all and leave. Currently, get out of my house. There are NPCs here. Stiorra, you hear someone say, "Oh, Stiorra, you're back!" And you turn around to see a character. And I would like you to describe this character.
You can say anything, Quinn. Nothing's stopping you from describing Mr. Mime.
This looks like what I believe is a gorilla that has a lab coat on and has a brain in a jar visible at the top, much like the character Evil Con Carne from the Grim Adventures of Grim and Evil or whatever.
Oh, that is a blast from the past.
And also she appears to have like a crab claw jettisoning out of her shoulder. I see a little mouse in her pocket, I assume a best friend. She's got really good makeup on and 2 different colored eyes.
Yeah, so you see Dr. Doris Delightful, your mother and creator. Yes, she is, has the head of a woman. The top of her head is completely transparent glass case. With a brain floating inside some sort of green suspension liquid. On top of that is as you know, a wig that is been just kind of placed above this. She has this sort of gorilla-like body, and I say gorilla-like, it is a gorilla body. She is wearing rubber operating gloves on her hands. Yes, in her pocket is a mouse, also wearing a lab coat with its own top of its head removed, and instead of a brain, there is a floating piece of cheese, and she has giant crab claws sticking out of her back. This is, as you know, what your mother considers her like Sunday best.
I was gonna say, please tell me this is her going out attire.
Yes, this is her going out attire when she's not needed to do any urgent medical practice for the day. And she approaches you, and she grips the side of your face with her hands before licking her finger and rubbing some dirt and blood off of it, going, "Oh, you get so messy out there. Did you have a good time with your friends?"
Yeah, there was a little bit of an explosion, Mummy. I'm sorry about that. It got bits all over, and now there's a hole in my tummy.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to stitch you up tonight. But did you have a good time? Did you get anything new out there?
Yeah, and she's gonna pull out the melted eyes of the vial. She's like, this guy's eyes melted out, and I was able to recover them. They seem so cool.
Yeah, she picks up the vial, and she's like looking through it and goes, "Oh, how interesting. Well, you know what they say. When in doubt, inject it into your face."
All right. Do I have a syringe?
Well, she has one in her art, so you can inject it.
Yeah. So I will borrow the syringe in there, pour the vials in there, and just like squirt it right into my face.
Hell yeah.
I think you line it up with like your pupils and just jam it in and start injecting, and we'll deal with the ramifications of that at a later date.
While you're doing your medical experiments on yourself over there, I just want Desiree to like slide into the seat, like corner of the screen, and just be like, "Dr. Delightful, I'm sorry, I tried to fix the hole here," and give her the arrow that I pulled out of Stiorra earlier.
Yeah, and she's looking over Stiorra and goes, "Oh, Desiree, there's nothing to worry about. But now the best way to deal with a wound like this is you got to push it through the other side."
Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Delightful. I didn't know. I didn't go to doctor school.
It's alright, we'll sort it out. Can we plunge the arrow back in to pull it out the other way?
Come back here, Stiorra.
Can we plunge the arrow back in and try it that way? Stiorra is all about it. She's like, that if that's the proper way, we should probably do it.
Oh, don't be silly. You're gonna be leaking formaldehyde all over the place.
Sorry, mommy.
Get us a muscle memory for when we do it next time.
What's the mouse golem's name? Does it have a name?
That's Dr. Cheezers.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell in the picture. He also has a little lab coat.
No, I see that he's also a doctor. I love that about him. +2 to pet Dr. Cheezers and endear myself to him.
Okay, roll.
17 Dr. Cheezers is my ride or die.
So he crawls out of the pocket, and it's got like it seems to have gotten the rest of the crab body. Its lower body is just scuttling legs. Its hands
Absolutely.
its hands are like tiny little mantis blades that it uses to do mouse surgery, things like that. This is I guess for all intents and purposes Stiorra's like older sibling.
I'm putting down. I'm like writing notes to these characters, so I was writing Dr. Cheezers and its details, and now I get to end this sentence with my big brother.
Mm-hmm. It at first it kind of like it fights against being pet because it is an intelligent and flesh golem creature, with a brain made of cheese. But then it's like, well, this is pretty good, and it squeaks appreciatively as you tickle it under the chin.
Hell yeah.
There have been a number of Dr. Cheezers. They live for 2 years.
Oh, damn. All right.
And Dr. Delightful kind of like glances over her shoulder at the assemblage and says, "Oh, I sure did you guys manage to handle the situation? It's not going great here. There's been some developments."
Yeah, they blew themselves up, Doc, and Baron cut one of them in half. It was easy.
Oh, like what?
She goes, "Oh, well, I don't know if that's going to make things better or worse." So, as you know, they've been sort of hitting a number of places around the border. We think they might have been looking for something, and maybe I should rather say someone.
Oh yeah? Dr. Cheezers?
Well, everyone's looking for Dr. Cheezers.
It's probably me. I'm a big deal. They should know where to find me.
So Dr. Doris Delightful sort of rolls her eyes at that. I will note something important that I believe we mentioned before. Stiorra wants full body parts, or wants body parts for her work, and the Baron wants entire corpses for his to grow more harvestkin. However, as a result of this, the two factions that are represented here, the Reanimators Guild and the Midnight Harvest, are often at odds. And as the representative of the Reanimators Guild, while Dr. Doris is maybe I'll let you guys roll if you want to determine if you know what type of person she is. There is a little bit of contention here, specifically as you're talking yourself up.
23 on insight. Dr.
I was looking for history, but I will
tell
let
your
you...
secrets.
Okay. Dr. Doris is probably the most personable the Reanimators Guild, which is why she is in this role. Any other member of the Reanimators Guild probably doesn't want to be doing this because it takes them out of the lab and forces them to interact with other people. And generally, the only time they want to interact with other people is if they're on an operating table. So you're not necessarily sure why she's chosen to do this. You could maybe ask her about it. But there is a level of hostility here towards the Baron and his compatriots because you are fighting over the same resources at the end of the day.
Okay, I do want to talk more about that, but who are they looking for, Dr. Delightful?
It's come to our attention, and she gestures across the room to what appears to be a completely normal human being. Where is this picture?
Mr. Regular?
Hold on.
Adam Guy?
One moment. I'm looking for the picture of this character. It was literally just a stock photo of a guy staring blankly ahead in business casual clothes.
Okay, perfect.
She gestures to this person across the room. Give me a history check to recognize them to see if you ever interacted with them before.
Oh, no. 14? That's pretty good for Desiree, who doesn't really know much.
16.
14 and 16, the party succeeds. I will give this to Stiorra to know specifically who this person is. Let me just make sure my name is right here, since now I can't find it in my notes. This is Roger. This seemingly normal person, normal human being, is a member of the pack. Their representative here. The pack is the sort of like loose affiliation of the various werewolves, lycanthropes, and other night-based shape-changing creatures within Dynias. He is a abnormality in amongst them, in that one of the things about Dynias, it's a land of eternal night, right, where the sun is, or the moon is always in the sky, often as a full moon, where many of these beings choose to be transformed at all times. And as far as you know, this person chooses to always be in a simple human form, wearing regular human clothes, and that's all you really know about him. He doesn't choose to interact much beyond these meetings, but he is a bit of an oddity as a result of this.
Look, maybe he's just got someone's hand-me-down clothes wardrobe and, like, can't be bothered to buy some clothes that fit werewolf in them or whatever.
I'm sorry, I just had that image of the person who went to a party dressed as the Babadook and they were the only one dressed up. That's how I feel. It's like the reverse of that. There's just one normal guy at the monster meeting.
I want to say that Stiorra knows who this is because she is so, like, how did this guy hang around here? What's his deal? He's got to have something. The moon's never wrong.
Yeah, so you know this is some kind of being, right? To be able to represent them. Some kind of shape changer, but they just appear to be a normal guy. And the doctor.
This is the guy you should definitely fear the most in this room.
The doctor continues, saying, "Well, a werewolf near the border spotted some children heading into the woods towards a known hag. And we think it might be that they were lashing out looking for them, because based off of the description, they're from a noble family."
It sounds like a problem that's just going to sort itself, obviously. The children find the hag consumes the children, job done.
I want to nod along sagely. Like, that was, like, correct, obviously.
That is the opinion of a number of people here at the Diet, particularly the vampires. That's how they want this to be handled. But based off of what we can tell from the description, if they are a pretty important family, these attacks are gonna get worse before they get better. And Baron, you would know that because they seem to be lashing out at people like you. They're going to be burning more of your fields and cutting into your faction's, resources.
Oh. Okay, fine. Ugh.
You being people that live in this live in this country, you would know that not every member of New Leon and Dynass is an unending shit flinging murder fest the moment they see each other. These two factions don't like to interact, right? And when they do, it's often hostile. But it's more like how would I put this? On the India and China border, there are constant skirmishes with melee weapons instead of guns. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This is a thing that occurs. You can look it up.
One guy accidentally fell off a cliff. That was the only fatality that's happened.
Yeah, a more violent version of that. There are constant, regular incursions on either side, but it's not all-out war, right? So there is a concern that there are things that could occur on either side that could escalate this, which is so it's kind of let's say the Baron, right? You people want corpses. You occasionally absconding over the border to kill a couple peasants and steal their bodies. Yeah. It's probably not going to cause an incident. Murdering an entire town could.
Yeah, no one's gonna notice that one drifter going missing, but an entire town, someone might wonder why they got a few fewer Christmas cards that year.
Or vice versa. Someone important getting an important family getting, eaten by a hag could result in a crusade.
Yes, but they do deserve it, though. They do deserve it. What do they think's going to happen if they go and fuck with a hag?
I'm not arguing with you whether they deserve it or not. I mean, fair's fair. They're going to the hag. The hag's going to eat them. That stuff. That's nature. And Dr. Cheeser's, nods.
Can we not simply issue a notice? Sorry, your family got eaten. They did go visit a hag. That's sort of on them.
What if we collected their bones and constructed flesh golem versions of the children to bring back to New Leon? Wouldn't that make everything better?
We just make a peace offering of child skeletons.
Hello, parents, we have returned home. We have pumpkins for heads now, but we are unharmed.
Stiorra, I thought the same thing, but the problem is no one really knows what they looked like beyond, general description, so getting an accurate replication is going to be a problem, especially if they're skeletons by the time we get them back.
So what I'm saying is we've got to stop them.
I couldn't even understand that last thing Laura said because you're.
We got to go stop them. Stop them.
I get what you're putting down, Dr. Delightful. We're going to go check in on the hag, see if we can get the children back before we have an international incident. If not, hide some bones.
Or at the very least, get some children that looked like them, maybe?
Do we have any intelligence if one of the children is less liked than the others? Could we get away with just one of them going missing?
Are they human? They're not grubs. They don't look different from each other.
That's very funny. All grubs look different. All humans look the same.
Yeah, each grub is an individual, unique and special.
I love the idea that Desiree is looking over at the Baron and Stiorra, and in her mind, mentally, they're basically the same person.
Yeah. So their names are. Let me pull that up. Heinrich and Gwendolyn. And they are members of the Heinrich and Gwendolyn Grimm.
And is one of them less liked than the other in the way? Could we eat one of them or possess one of them and avoid an incident, or do we have to stop both of them?
Well, I'd be absolutely heartbroken if I lost Dr. Cheezers and Stiorra here, so I'd imagine they probably want them both.
That's because Dr. Cheezers matters,
I mean, Desiree, how would you feel if one of your grubs died? Half of your grubs died? I don't really know how many kids you have.
Oh yeah, a bunch of them. Some of them are real losers. There's a couple kicking around.
She gives you like a eesh type of face and says, "Oh well, I guess we can't all have winners like these two here." And she pinches both of your cheeks with her big crab claws.
Yeah, I guess we can try to get these kids back. Do we know who the hag is?
Let me. So you give me a history. Well, we've done a couple history checks here. What do we want to roll to see? She doesn't know. She just knows that there is a hag in the area. What do we want to roll to see if you know who's in that area?
Arcana, maybe, because hags have magic.
Is it like a persuasion roll because we have to ask the big skeleton fractal? We don't want to offend him.
Sure. If you want to give me a persuasion roll to ask the skeleton who lives near there, absolutely, you can do that. Or if you want to make some other kind of roll and pitch me a reason, you can do that as well.
18 to talk to the big skeleton fractal.
Crit 20.
Ooh, okay. We have a crit here. So here's what I'm going to give you. You approach the coffle, and it reopens the giant skull, and asks,
"What is it that you seek of me?"
I like that you have the picture of Gravelord Nito for the pre-production, but you have switched to the MS Paint drawing of a skull. So
absolutely.
I like that you committed to the bit.
Yes. What's the deal with this hag we've got to go find? You were probably listening to what was going on over there. What's the deal?
I believe the hag that.
1 second, this is hell on my throat.
Imagine this. This is hell on mine. Ugh.
That's why I'm doing a normal voice.
I'm just going to tell you what he says. Or what it says, because it's ripping my throat apart. So.
Didn't make one episode without an injury.
The Lich tells you that the hag that is believed to live in the location that these children were sighted goes by the name Granny Goody Gumdrops. And what I will tell you with this crit is that there has been a relatively large amount of traffic from New Leon to where this hag lives and back over the border in recent years. It seems like people are visiting this hag and not getting killed. Or at least at the very least, not getting killed immediately.
Which is a shame, because with a name like Granny Goody Gumdrop, she sounds like she should be allowed to eat the occasional person.
So the couple replied, you say that she should be allowed to eat some people, by saying,
I imagine that she does, but it does not appear that she has been, or at the very least, she is not feeding as often as she would be able to. Or as she feeding as often as she is clearly able to.
Yeah, they have those things you can inject where you're not hungry anymore. Maybe the hag's got that.
Oh yes, Skull Zempic. It makes your bones thinner. I don't use it. I like being a thick bitch.
No, you're a thick king, my lord, my liege.
I feel like I read somewhere that if someone's appetite changes, it's a bad health sign. Not a problem I've ever had. But
yes, in all the years that you've lived in Tiny Ass, I have not known you to reject a meal.
And I never shall, God willing.
This is said completely dispassionately, not as an insult, just as like mechanical fact.
No, and there is no insult gleamed in it. The day that the Baron refuses a meal is the day that the Baron has turned down more luxury, and it shall hopefully never occur.
Yeah, something I guess I'd note, this is like, a being that's a combination of many liches. There is no, like, how in like media you'd hear like a chorus of voices, right? There isn't one. It is one perfect singular voice. And I think when it's talking, this mouth unhinges, and these bones like arrange itself in like a rough resemblance of a face. I'm thinking about like that part in the labyrinth where like the hands like puppeteer a face, that kind of situation that it then speaks through.
There's also a pumpkin king kicking around, king of the pumpkins, and this guy is much more authoritative, right? So I feel a sense of superiority that my direct report is superior to the pumpkin king.
Yeah, so there is Jack, king of the patch, leader of the Midnight Harvest, who is the Baron's boss. He does not come to these meetings. He sends a different harvestkin instead. At the moment, they have already left because we have too many NPCs introduced already. So we're saving that for future episodes, potentially. But he is actually in a lot of. So I don't know how Desiree feels about this. The Koffel is a powerful being, and its advice is sought. It has no real authority beyond like its own ability to like be a being that could defend itself violently if needed, but that's generally not a problem for it because it's left alone. Jack, King of the Patch, is a very powerful being. It is in direct authoritative control over the entire harvestkin species, essentially, which is very rare because there's often a lot of infighting, and the Baron, I believe, as we've discussed, in the character episodes, was instrumental in getting this to occur. So I don't know if but there is an argument to be made, yes, that the Koffel is as an individual more powerful than Jack. And you have, I guess, less like ties to an organized group, right? You're kind of left to your own devices as long as you're following like tasks that the Koffel puts out for you, potentially. But you don't have like institutional respect, right? Compared to the Baron.
Yeah. Yeah, Baron is the king's heavy, and I'm just like a random wetworks murder pervert.
The Baron knows that he's an important deal. He's any meeting like this, if it's not otherwise stated, he's just eating like a giant turkey like mid meeting. Like he knows no one's gonna call him out on it.
The turkey is still alive.
There's some subtext I didn't know if we wanted to get into too early, but it was said in the character episode that the Baron was, raised specifically to solidify the Pumpkin King's reign, and I said that I got the body parts for my two party members. So for me, there was like an implication that Koffel used me to install the Pumpkin King through the Baron as like some kind of play, or like maybe there's some kind of ulterior motives there. I don't know. That's just a thing that like, if you're using my fiction brain, it's like, why did Koffel do that? If not because it wanted Jack to be the Pumpkin King,
Look, if that's the case, the Baron neither knows nor cares. All he knows and cares is that he has position of power and authority, and that feels pretty good.
I'm going to shoot you a message real quick, Austin, just as a thought.
Yeah, I should say that there's a great tradition on the show of Dan guessing my plot twist way ahead of time. So I definitely was thinking, should I throw some out there? I was thinking Desiree was dead the whole time. Stiorra is actually making up her mom. It's like whenever she talks about her mom, she's looking around and like naming coffee cups and stuff. And the Baron is actually twins, two different guys entirely, and we never know which one we're interacting with. So those are my guesses.
Fuck. Austin! Oh no!
My mom is right there, so obviously you can't be right there. Would a coffee mug have Mr. Cheezers?
I've sent you a quick note. I'd like just take a quick look at that So I can say this out loud because Austin has approved it. I think what we are thinking for the moment is that you were working for the Pumpkin King, essentially as a mercenary, right? Because you're anything that lets you impregnate people, you're willing to do.
Because there is a thri-kreen faction of any note here, so I'm just bouncing around to whoever gives me authority.
Yeah, there are scary bug people within this community, and there is actually a group that sort of represents the miscellanea of this this country. But there is no like large enough faction to have of bug people to be like a representative on their own within this ruling body. And seeing how effective you were then sort of headhunted to work for the Koffel, probably by Carlo. He's the one who made the request to you and then solidified that position. And yeah, if there's any other questions you'd like to ask or things you'd like to roll, do now or forever hold your peace. If not, you will have to head off into the woods to rescue some children like good heroes from the clutches of goody gumdrops.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
I mean, we're also going to be potentially just recovering bodies and creating fake golems of them too. That's also an option. So, we'll see. Stiorra is going to head out, but she's going to stop by Dr. Delightful real quick and give her a quick kiss. Be like, see you later, mommy. We'll be back.
Yeah, she gives you a kiss on the cheek back and goes, "Oh, Stiorra, be careful out there and be home before it gets too late. I promised you tomorrow that I would take you out to get your nails done, and I intend to keep it." As she pulls out a bunch of fingers from her pockets.
I was gonna say, I hope when she says "get your nails done," she means "give me talons."
There's like she has some like griffin claws that she takes out and starts waving around. They are also painted.
Oh, Mom, I should bring up something happened earlier where my body kind of didn't want to act on my own free will, so I might have to look into that at some point.
She taps her chin with her crab claw for a second and goes, "Well, that's not unheard of. I've had some problems getting this old clunker," as she taps the gorilla body to cooperate anytime I'm around some nice fruits and vegetables, but it's rare for it to happen, I guess, so late into your development. We'll keep an eye on it. If it gets any worse, let me know, and I'll crack you open and take a look around.
Thanks, Mummy. I always know I can count on you.
Squeak.
I want to dab up Dr. Cheezers.
Damn it! That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, you hit a sick handshake.
Austin, before the scene ends, the Baron's twin is called the Ranob.
Okay, because that's a scramble of Baron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
You could have done it Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom
style.
Hearts
Just added
style
an
and
X in
add
there.
an
Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck.
Holy Lord, yeah, you definitely need a heartless and a nobody.
Actually, no, we can still be called the Ranob, and there's an X in there, you just don't pronounce the X. I'll leave you to realize where it's put.
All right, when my party members get far away enough from the Koffel for me to sneak a question, I just want to ask real quick. My liege, my lord, what's the proper address? My lich?
You could just call it Koffel. It has no ego.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And does not care really about I guess frivolous things of this nature.
Wow, that's interesting because I have all ego. I'm 100% ego and individualism, and this guy has 100% collectivism and no ego. So I'm sure we'll have a long, fruitful partnership. I ask him if we successfully save these children from the hag, that will turn down the temperature on Dynias New Leonian relations. Is that what you want, the Koffel? Or you were giving a speech about blanketing the lands in darkness and expanding the moon's territory and blotting out the accursed sun. Would it not be better to raise tensions and provoke a climactic clash?
No, you've kind of preempted what I was going to say here, Austin. God. God.
Right. Okay, so Desiree was dead the whole time. Stiorra's mom isn't real. I win again.
Yes. So here's what's going to happen. The Koffel in again a quiet voice. It feels like it almost passes through you rather than you're hearing it. Like it's speaking to the being that you are rather than audibly. Says,
"The children cannot be allowed to live, and neither can the hag.
Hell yeah. I'm so scoreboard, Austin 1, Dan 0. I got his ass. First episode. And now he's dying.
Yeah, because it's hard to do a scratchy ghost voice.